Hi Sophia, thank you for stopping by. So I have so much to tell you. So much. I know you already know half of it, but part of it is I moved to a new house, see? New location, new bathroom. I'm right now in the toilet because I've just gotten my very first period since my abortion. So it's been, actually I started it yesterday. So technically today is day 2 of the period. It's been quite heavy. Started in the evening. I wore the 15 ml cup. It was filled in like 2 hours, so I had to like wear the bigger one. Today I wore the gold cup, which I've had for pretty much the whole day, but now I want to take it out. Oh shit. Okay, a bit of it spilled in the toilet, but let me show you. There you go. There you go. I got my period, guys. I got my period. So I'm really very excited because if you've been through an abortion before, let me just keep this to the side. Okay, as I was saying, if you've been through an abortion before, you know just how significant your very first period is. So I was really happy and excited when I saw it, but it's a bit late right now, so we're gonna catch up and have a chat and drink some wine tomorrow. Okay, good morning. So it is 7:30 a.m. I want to take out the cup really quick because I need to go for my workout. I'm gonna take you with for my workout. Oh my god, I'm really bleeding a lot, so this is it for the whole night. It's not quite full, but it's a lot. Today's day 3 of my period, so I'm gonna put on the 15 ml cup just to go for the workout, and then when I come back I'm gonna wear a bigger one.
Exhale, come back into down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, release, chest, chin. Inhale.
Hey, how are you? So the last time you saw me, I was working out, and then I know I'd promised you that I will do an update, but I think I overpromised because today is the last day of the month, so there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done in the office, accounting mostly. So I've just left the office. And when I say that, people keep asking, what do you mean you just left the office? It's in your house. Yes, like it's in the house, like I'm that serious. When I get into the office, I'm in the office. So I've just left the office. Tomorrow, I promise you, definitely I'll give you that update. Like I'm very excited about it. But anyways, so when I left the gym, when I left the workout, I hope it's focused. There's something wrong with my camera. It's not really focusing on me, is it? Am I in focus? Okay, hope I am. Okay. If I'm not, then I'm really sorry that I'm not. I don't know why I'm not in focus. I'll have to go get this fixed. But anyway, so as I was saying, I removed the 15 ml and then I wore the 30 ml. So I wore the very big cup because I didn't want to keep changing it the whole day. Yeah. And here it is. This period has been quite heavy. I'm not sure, well, actually it's not that full. It's like maybe halfway full. But yeah, there you go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna wear a pad. I don't feel like wearing a cap anymore for the rest of this period because I think it's almost done. Let me just put this down. Yeah, so as I was saying, I'm gonna wear a pad. This is what I'm gonna wear. A medium pad for now because I'm not going to, what is that noise? Oh, it's my food. I'm coming. Let me go check it. So anyways, as I was saying, I am gonna wear the medium pad because I'm not going to bed right now. I'm gonna go to bed after a few hours because I need to relax, if you know what I mean. So when I go to bed, that's when I'm gonna wear the night pad, but for now I'm just gonna wear this one. And then I promise tomorrow, story time on me, story time on me. Hey, so it is currently 7 p.m. It's the following day. I did not pick up my camera again. I am in my office, in my new office. Like I said, I moved out, so there's a lot to catch up on. But before I even continue, I'd like to say welcome, karibu, to all the new subscribers. We are almost at 7,000 as I speak. We are almost there. I think we are like 6,800 or something. So welcome very much, karibu sana. I'm sure most of you, a bulk of you, came from Instagram, but I just feel like my YouTube people, you've been there from day one, so I feel like you're the, what do I call you? You're the OGs, you're the Sophias, you know. So for the new people, welcome. With regards to my period, today I just wore a panty liner. Last night I wore the night pad, complete waste, because it was like 1 or 2 drops. And then today I've literally just, maybe that was just a single, like a half drop, like there was almost nothing. So I hope that I'm gonna, in future, I'll be having those clean periods, you know, like when, if it's a 3-day period, it's 3. So like the 4th day, there's not even a drop. So I'm hoping that I'll get to that level. But yeah, so my period is over. My period is over till next month. So just a quick update about July. July was tough. July was like one of the toughest months of my life. Like I have a friend who, my friend Sandra, she keeps saying every time she's going through a tough time, she always remembers Abby survived July. If Abby survived July, then I can do anything. Like that's how bad July was. So let's just start from like literally, and I'm not exaggerating, every week there was new shit that I had to deal with. So the first week, I had a friend who I thought was a friend, aliniosha 100k. Basically, she just conned me 100k. And you can imagine in this Corona time and you losing 100k, it's bad. It's bad. It's really bad. But I was like, you know what, ni pesa. It's just money. It's just money, Abby. You'll make more. I kept telling myself, you'll make more. Don't worry. You'll make more. Move on. So I moved on. The following week, my lease had ended. My lease had ended 1st of July, but I'd already agreed with my landlord that I'm just going to keep staying. Like, we're just going to continue with it. On the 9th of July, I get a letter from him saying that I need to move out because my lease had expired. And I'm like, huh? What? And then you want me to move by the end of the month? Like, who gives you a 21-day notice to move out of the house? Having paid the rent, mark you. Like, this guy, like the latest I've ever paid my rent is the 25th of every month. Like I'm paying on the 25th for the following month. And now he's like, your lease has ended, you need to leave. And I'm like, where the heck am I going? You know? So the thing is, I consulted a property lawyer to see where do I stand, and because the landlord was like he's not going to give me my deposit until after 30 days because that's what the lease said. But then the lawyer was like, yeah, but you already broke the lease agreement, because the agreement was if I wanted to move out, then I'd have to give him a 2-month notice for me to move out. So it's the same with him as well. If he wanted me out, he should have given me a 2-month notice. So I told him, like, I thought about it, because the lawyer was like, we can take him to court, we can take him to the rent tribunal because he's on the wrong. So I thought about it. I was like, you know what, Abby, this is not your house. This is somebody else's house. If he wants you out, just don't fight it. You know, just don't fight it. So I told him, if you give me my full deposit, I'm going to leave by the end of the month. I had no idea where I'd be moving to, but I figured the amount of deposit that he had almost 100k of my deposit. So I figured I'll just use that money to get another place, of which I did, which is great because I got it at half the rent that I was paying at that other place. So I deal with that. I finish with that, right? It's like the second week I'm dealing with that. The third week, the mother of all problems, plus its children, decides to visit me in the name of a pregnancy. I find out I'm pregnant. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, I kid you not. I used to call my friend Gloria, like, Gloria, shout out. Like, you've been there. You've been there, girl. You've been there every single week. Like, every time I'd pick up the phone to call her, she would know there's some fresh shit happening. Like, I'd call her and I'd always start my statement with, girl, you won't believe what's happening. You will not believe what's happening. And then I'll just keep telling all this crazy shit that is happening in my life. And I'm just like, what's happening? Like, what? So I find out I'm pregnant. I'm like, holy fuck, I'll have to go through an abortion. Like, that was immediate. Like, I didn't even think, oh, maybe keep it, maybe not. No, I was just like, yeah, we have to go through an abortion. And to be honest, I never thought I'd be one to go through, because I've always been very, very careful, I take so much precaution not to get pregnant, because I've already known I don't want a child. So why would you put yourself in that line? And then the irony is, all these years I've been using, because the last time I took pills was like 10 years ago. So all this time I've been using like the calendar method or withdrawal method, or my ex had a vasectomy. So I've always been lucky, you know. But then I just thought, well, since me and my ex are in this, I was like, I should really find a permanent way or a more secure way of protecting myself not to get pregnant. So I hopped on the pill, and then the very same month I get on the pill, I get pregnant. I'm like, okay, God must have a sense of humor. Like, seriously, how can I survive 10 years of not using any contraceptive, and then all of a sudden when I decide to take a pill, I get pregnant? Like, explain. But anyway, I guess the final week of July, God gave me a break, because there was really nothing happened. Nothing bad happened, thank God. Like, I remember calling Gloria at the beginning of that final week of July, and I'm like, well, it's a fresh week, so I guess there's some fresh shit that I need to start working on this week. And she's like, no, you should be positive, blah, blah, blah. And true to it, nothing happened. Like, it was just a good week. And things have been better getting into August. Before I get into what happened to August, I must say that what got me through all that shit that I was going through in July was I've been reading this book. And I think it's just been it came in at a very good time. It's called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. It's by Richard Carlson. So it's the omnibus. So he has a bunch of them, but then it's like, now this is like for everything. And the one thing that during this time in July, the chapters that I was reading, he was just talking about taking responsibility for shit, even if it's not your fault. Like, you already know it's not your fault, but just take responsibility for it, accept it, then you can move on. You can start looking at solutions. Because also, the other thing that also my dad usually says, like, when there's a problem, is like, okay, now we've established the problem, so stop dwelling on the problem. What's the solution? What can we do to eradicate this problem? So I guess just focusing on that really, really helped. Like, just taking responsibility, even though it was not my fault. Like, for example, this chick who conned me 100K, how was that my fault? You know, me getting kicked out of my place, having paid the rent, having done everything right, how was that my fault? With the pregnancy, I was on the pill. I was actually taking precautions, and I still got pregnant. But I was just like, I'm just going to take responsibility for everything, whether it's my fault or not. Just take responsibility, because the moment you do that, you get a solution quicker. You come into a solution quicker than just sitting there and saying, oh, the world owes me this, and the world is unfair, and the world is this and that. I know it's very easy to just sit down and do that, but just taking responsibility, whether it's your fault or not, helps you get into a solution way much faster. So anyway, let's move into August. August was my birthday month, and I must say things really turned around. Like the universe really gave me a break for August. First with finding this place. It's perfect. I have like a small basketball area where I can go and do my workout in the morning. As you saw in the video, I do my yoga. It's quiet in the morning. There are birds, so it's really a great place. So I'm saving on not paying for the gym, and I'm also saving on rent, because like here I'm paying half the rent that I was paying at my previous place. So yay to saving the money. Also the other thing, I wrote them down, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. Also the other thing is the money that I lost, God gave me double of what I lost. So for those who know me, or if you've been following me, you probably already know I do voiceovers. I am a voiceover artist. So I got a client from the States. I was doing some in-house demo thing for their staff, and the job for that, I got more than double of what I lost. So I was really happy for that. Like I said, you win some, you lose some. Like I told myself, just let that 100K go. And because I let it go from my heart, God just gave it back to me. The universe gave it back to me double. So I'm really happy. So I don't look at it as a loss. I just look at it as like the moment she conned me of that money, like literally 2 or 3 days later, I get the call and they're like, hey, Abby, are you available for this job? Blah, blah, this is what you're paying. And I was like, thank you. So the other good thing that came from the previous month was that me talking about my abortion really got so many girls coming out and talking about their abortion stories. It was so fulfilling to get DMs of girls saying this is the first time they're actually telling a soul about going through an abortion, because for the longest time, even up to now, it's still a very taboo topic. People still don't want to talk about it. People who've gone through it don't want to even imagine telling someone about it. But just having girls coming out, and also girls who were honestly stranded. Some were pregnant and they had no idea where to go, even though they knew for sure they wanted an abortion. They just did not know, where do I start? Who do I talk to when I get pregnant? So I'm really happy that I could become that person in the middle that could help them out in terms of where to go, what to do, how to prepare, and things like that. Because like I said previously, a woman who's decided to have an abortion will have it. It doesn't matter what method that they will use, they will have it. So instead of letting them go get it done unsafely, you'd rather guide them to the right person who's actually going who's actually going to give her the procedure in a safe way. Also, another thing that happened is I turned 33. I turned 33 years old. And then my friends, God bless them, my friends threw me a surprise birthday party. So Gloria told me that she's taking me to a spa and we're going to get manicures and it's going to be this and that. And she told me to dress up and everything. So I meet her at Bellevue, and I'm thinking, which hotel is she taking me to? If I'm meeting at Bellevue, like, are we going to the Boma? Where are we going? So anyway, she's like, oh, we should pass by Sandra's place. Sandra is also another good friend of mine. She's like, let's pass by Sandra's place so that I'm gonna drop off something. And in my head, I'm just thinking, okay, fine, let's pass by Sandra's place. And then we get there, and the moment the door opens and I go in, all my friends are there. It's a surprise birthday party. It was just, honestly, it's definitely one of my best birthdays. It was just so nice seeing them all there. Sandra's husband was there, Justo. Sandra was there, obviously it's our house, and then Anto and Dixon, and of course Gloria. And it was small, it was intimate, it was so nice. There was so much food, there was cake. I'm gonna put like a little, in the end I'm gonna put like a little video of the actual surprise, but it was just amazing just seeing them coming together for my birthday. I guess they also just knew the kind of hell that I'd been through, and they just knew I needed a break. So that was really, really nice. Like, they know how much I love them. They know how much I said thank you. But again, because I know they're watching, thank you so much. I love you guys. Also, since I'm celebrating the small wins, my sister-in-law actually bought me like curtains for my whole house. So this is my office. So I chose these ones for my office, and then for the rest of the house, they have like different colors. To be honest, I didn't know just how expensive curtains are. Like my house is not that big. It's a 2-bedroom house, but we spent, okay, she spent, because she's the one that bought for me. She spent 16,000 shillings on curtains. Oh my God. I need to get into this curtains business. I did not know curtains are that expensive. But she paid for all the curtains in my house. And I was like, that is so sweet of her. She just called me up one day. She's like, oh, you moved to a new house. I'm sure you're going to need curtains. Come, I'll buy you curtains for your house. And that was like her housewarming gift for me. Sandra also got me a couch, a whole couch for my house. So yeah, August has been good. August has been good. Also, the business is doing great, so I'm very grateful for that. You know, with COVID and everything was going down, but right now it's really picking up, thanks to so many of you that I'm sure are watching, for buying your cups, for buying your pads, you know, keeping my lights on. Thank you. I see you. I appreciate you. The other thing that happened is I went to hospital for my post-abortion appointment. They did the scan. Everything was good. Everything was good. I'm going to make like a separate video of the whole abortion process, like what is required, what tests they do. I'm going to do that later on. But when I went for my post-abortion appointment, all they did was they did the scan and they checked me out and they said, everything is good. You're back to normal. I got my period, as you have seen. I mean, it's the period video, and I keep saying, for someone who's been through an abortion, you know how anxious or how can I call it, exciting it is to get your period, because it symbolizes a lot of things. First of all, it symbolizes you going back to normal, your body resetting, a fresh start. It symbolizes you not being pregnant and not having to think about an abortion. It symbolizes forgiving yourself and moving on, because you can imagine the last time you saw your period, or the last time you didn't see your period, you were pregnant. You know, so it's very significant in terms of, now you know you're fine. Now you know everything is going to be okay. So I'm really happy that I got my period. And then finally, probably that's what most of you are waiting for, because you've seen it on the title already. I met someone. Yeah, I met someone. It's still very new. We've known each other for like 2 weeks, so it's still nothing. It's probably just infatuation at this point, but we're just head over heels. How I met him, it was completely by chance. That will be a story for another day. If you're interested in that whole story, let me know in the comments. But basically, I met him through a friend, and I'm the one who hit on him. I'll just be honest. I saw him and I was like, that one, that is the one I want, that specific guy. So shoot your shot, girl. So anyway, yeah, in short, I hit on him and things moved very, very quickly. Actually, I'm a bit scared of how quickly they're moving. I was even telling him that yesterday. I was like, it's moving a bit too quick, that it's getting me a bit scared as well. He's been here. He's been to my house already. Yes, we have already had sex. We have had sex. It was amazing. Fantastic sex. The last time I was here, I was telling you about how I am afraid of having sex, because I just don't know. Like, I'm afraid of getting pregnant and I'm afraid of this and that. So when we're still flirting, talking on WhatsApp, and he was talking about coming to see me at my house, I knew shit was gonna go down. So I had to tell him in advance of where I am in my mind when it comes to sex. So I had to tell him about the abortion and how I'm still afraid. I still haven't had sex with anyone, so I'm a bit, you know, because I wanted to tell him in advance, because I really did not know what was going to happen when he gets here. Like, will I just close up and not be able to do it? And if that happens, then I don't want him to think that it's him, because it's definitely not him. Definitely not him. So I wanted him to know in advance, so that if he comes here and it doesn't happen, he doesn't feel like it's his fault. So he was very understanding, actually. He was very understanding. He was like, I'm just coming, we're just gonna chill, don't worry about it, if it doesn't happen, blah blah. And then he came over and we just started making out and everything. And before shit, it's my phone, let me. So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, about the guy. I thought it was gonna be hard and everything. So it's gonna be hard. It was hard, but it ended up being really, really nice. I even forgot about the fear that I had. So at least it felt like I was a virgin. I swear, it felt like I was a virgin and I was doing this for the first time. It's as if I'm not experienced. But he was really gentle on me, and yeah, I guess I'm back to the swing of things. Where we're going, me and him, I don't know. But I like him. I like him a lot. He knows about the BTL that I'm going to have. So probably in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to get my tubes tied. So he already knows about that. Does he want kids? He's 50-50. Like, he's not like, I have to have kids, and he's also not like, I don't want to have kids. So he's 50-50. But anyways, I only told him about that as a by the way. So to be honest, his input was not needed. So whether he wanted me to have it or not, that really didn't matter, because he found me already in this situation. The decision had already been made. So he really had no say, to be honest. But yeah, let's see where this goes. I don't want to get too excited because, girl, you know this man. Like, the next time I'd probably be here and I'll be like, yeah, that one ended and now it's someone else, blah, blah, blah. So I don't want to talk too much about it. But oh, did I also mention he's 25? I'm such a cougar. But yeah, he's 25. He's younger than me, which I really, really like. I don't know why of late I've just been going out with men in their 20s. I have no idea. Like, since I went out with that 21-year-old, so my memory card got full in the middle of me talking. How rude. How rude. But anyway, I just want to come on here to say thank you very much for subscribing. This video will only be on YouTube because, like I said, you're my day ones, guys. You're my people. You're my people. But also, please follow me on Instagram because there's a lot of discussion going there. Like Instagram, the Grace Cup Instagram is just popping. I'm going to leave it on the description or one of the pinned comments so that you can follow on Instagram as well to just keep updated with the conversations. And please remember to subscribe if you haven't. We are on the road to 7,000 subbies. 7,000. And yeah, I will see you when I see you. Bye.
Nisimame wapi sasa? Nisimame hapa. Anto unatokelezea. Pakuja. Mimi sasa mimi niko kamera. Jifanye uko surprise. Jifanye uko surprise. Aezi amekasirika, amengoja kichelewa. Kuna moods. Kuna moods.
Singoja tabeli kilingia mshauri kuja.
Kaya mnafahamu kuna.
Kabla kufunga mlango.
Merhaba surprise nyinyi. Surprise!
Happy birthday!
Yes, please. Yes, please. Ukilia unaharibu. Ukilia unaharibu. Acha kulia heavy. Acha kulia. Kulia. Kulia unaharibu. Gloria, uko na utiaji. Watu walisema wakuja saa ngapi? 3 gani? 3 Nyasi please. Tukazaliwa.
Haisi kwa surprise, haisi kwa surprise. Ati jifanye. Ati
Jifanye kwa surprise.
Watasema na venye mmekawia.
Kwa hivyo nilikuwa na
Eh.